You're watching KETK's East Texas Living with David Gibson.
Welcome back. Joining me now is Alan with C&R Services, and he's here to share about their heating and cooling services. How you doing, Alan?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. So your dad started the company back in 1996. What's one lesson he taught you that kind of still guides you today?
So one of the things that sticks out the most was seeing my father for the last almost 30 years growing up in this industry with him. Was he taught us to bless people. It's not always about how much money can we make and what can we do. It's when people need to be blessed, take care of them, pass that on, and just do what's right. And so as we've taken over, that's one thing that we try to instill in our employees, is to bless people when they need to be blessed.
Yes, sir. When you think about growing up around the business, what values from your dad kind of stand out most, especially now that you're carrying it forward?
Yeah, two things that stick out the most for me is one was taking care of people, doing what's right, and blessing people. I saw my father do that time in and time out. Was if someone couldn't afford something, we never let them go without anything. Bless them. And the second thing is, almost more importantly, was to honor the Lord in everything that we do. And when we feel like we do that, God has blessed us immensely. And we even have a company verse, which is 1 Peter 4:10, which basically saying the gifts that God has blessed us with, use those to take care of people.
And that's amazing right there. Can you tell us a little bit about your heating and cooling services?
Yeah, so one thing that we have going on right now is, especially as we finally have kind of hit this cold snap on the heating side, is doing heat maintenance for people, making sure the systems are operating properly. The last thing you want is that Christmas is coming up, family's going to be in town. The last thing that you want is your heater to not be working. And so we actually have a promotion going on that if you call in right now, that we have a $49 promotion to come out and do a heating maintenance.
That's awesome right there. You know, C&R Services is built on integrity, excellence, and honesty. How do those core values kind of show up in your day-to-day work when y'all go into people's homes?
So really it's about what we try to instill into our guys is honesty and integrity and excellence. And in the integrity side, we always try to do what's right, not what's easy. Be thorough in our inspections. One thing that we do that's different than some other people is when all of our techs are required to shoot inspection videos, go in, find the issue, show it, video it, and then show the customer. Seeing is believing. In our industry, we can tell them one thing, that this is not why it's working, but when you can show them into that kind of depth, it really gains that trust with people. Yes,
sir. And your slogan, taught by fathers, trusted by families, really resonates with people. What does that phrase mean to you?
Means everything. Me and my father are extremely close. I grew up in this industry with him. He taught me everything from how to be a good man, how to be a good father, and then how to run this business and how to take care of people. It means everything to me. It's what I believe the reason I am the man that I am and the God-fearing man that I am today was because of my father.
Yes, sir. That's awesome right there. So after nearly 30 years here in East Texas, what do you think has helped C&R kind of earn the trust of so many here in East Texas?
I think it's doing just that, is being who we are. We're not perfect, but even if we do make mistakes, we don't have unhappy customers. We make our mistakes right. And it's doing what is right for people and blessing people and take care of them. And I think all the glory really is in God. We do and honor Him, and we feel like we've been blessed for that. And because of that, we feel like families in our area trust us for it.
Yes, sir. And where can people get more information?
So they can go to our website at crhvacpro.com, or they can reach out to us at our phone number that will be shown on TV.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. For more information, go to the website right there on your screen.